What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Old School Rider. Sorry it's been a while since I put any uploads up on my vehicle, my Oldsmobile, my 98 course, but I went to the junkyard recently. You know, my connect over there, my brother, of course, got a little discount. But I got some seats out of a Park Avenue 82, 83, something like that. I know these not original seats, but that makes some pretty good drivers so far, but I just wanted to show you what I use to actually clean these. Basically, this get me by until I get the receipts redone. Ain't nobody gonna be rolling this anyway but me. Maybe one other person, but I have 10 on there. But this is a seat that I have before I cleaned it. See how it kind of dried up and dirty it was from sitting out in the car for a while? These make some pretty good driver. You kind of see the dirt on that. It kind of dried up, of course. Now look what I did afterwards. Let me tell you what I put on there before I leave here. See how butter soft that is now? Look at that. Even though it's still shrunk in from the heat, but this was a whole lot worse than that at the time. This was all crumb up. You know how leather or vinyl is. Whenever you leave it out in the sun, I take care of it. But I'm hopefully my interior guy, I know you're going to try to charge me a grip for it, but it doesn't make sense to get all the seats redone. The only part that needs to be done is just the cushion part. If you can kind of see the crinkle, crunchy, faded, stuff like that. I mean, it shouldn't cost so much just to redo the cushion part of it, but I'm sure you're going to try to say, nah, I can't do that. It's going to be hard. It's going to cost way more than it really is. But you know how they go about that stuff. But what I use to actually clean my seats, I originally bought this product to clean my Gucci shoes that I just bought maybe like a month ago. But I got a hell of a good deal for pretty much a price less than a pair of Jordans. And yes, they are real. So I went to back to the Gucci store and say, hey, what do you guys have to clean these shoes? I mean, I was about to, use some dishwashing liquid and some bleach or whatever. Of course, my shoes are all white. They said, no, don't do that. It was a scuff mark I couldn't get off. You know when you be going out, people be stepping on your white shoes for whatever reason, on accident or on purpose. But what I went to get, I ended up going to the Galleria Mall, which is in Dallas, of course. Of course, the accent. You know I'm a Texas boy. You know how that go. But the guy at the Gucci store told me, go ahead and go to the Coach store. I'm like, really? So they got some really good stuff for like $10, $8 to $10. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see what's going on with that. I was hoping it was going a big bottle, but you know how it go whenever you go to a high end goods, your bottle's gonna be very small. So this is one of the things I started using. According to the instruction, make sure you kind of get some to knock some of the dirt off on you a little bit. I hit it with a little bit of warm water. Then I went over with this. This is the Coach Cleaner. For what I was told, you can actually use this for all your goods, your shoes, your belt, jacket, things like that. Another person at the store was telling me that you can actually use this on your car seats. I'm like, come on, y'all trying to sell this product a little too hard. I'm like, whatever. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use some of this real quick. After I knock some of the dirt off a little bit on it. I mean, you can use it straight, but being my cheap self, since this bottle was actually $10 plus tax. I mean, I wasn't going to use it straight. I'm trying to hold on to this bottle until I, get a few more dollars to get some more. So I put this in a little bit of water. I didn't dilute it too much. I put a little something in there. Just for these seats only with some dishwashing liquid. You can see it look like a bottle of lotion, of course. If you open this up, I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like a clear, soapy looking solution on there, of course. So I had me a little bowl, mix it all up together. Came out pretty good, which I was pretty surprised about. I thought they were just trying to, man, you can do this on anything. You know how people try to sell you stuff, but of course, this was the bottom seat I haven't did yet. You see all the the crispy, crunchy looking cracking on the seat dirt. And look how it look afterwards. Look how shiny they look. It looks real good, don't it? They brought it back. Check that out. Now after I wiped it down, of course. Went ahead and put the moisturizer on there, which was the same price, around $10 at the Coach store. Might as well go ahead and get both of them. Ain't no sense of being cheap, putting some other product on there. If you're going to use one company product, you need to go ahead and just go all the way straight through it. So I went ahead and got the Coach moisturizer, which is the lotion, or whatever you want to call it, for your seats, shoes, or whatever. See? And this is how it look on the inside of it. It's going to be like a white substance, like lotion. See that? I got pretty much got half a bottle left on that. I think this is going to last for a little bit longer. This will be good for right now until I actually get my seats redone in the Oldsmobile. But for right now, these are just drivers. I'm not trying to show out and win no trophy. But in the meantime, I just want to, have something in the car kind of look like something from a distance. Like, oh man, you riding on that butter. I'm like, you know how that go. But we pretty much know the truth. Ain't nobody go look at it that close except for the driver's side. Of course, I'll figure that out once that time comes. But in the meantime, get your Coach cleaner. I recommend it for your car seat if you can get it, of course. I know you may not get a lot like the Maguires and everybody else, but this stuff is the truth. Coach make leather, and so that's what their specialty is. So I will recommend it for anybody that want to clean and moisturize your seats, your leather goods, or whatever. $10 each at the Coach store. I'm not sure they have it online, but you can check for it as well. I'm not endorsing these folks. I'm just letting you know what works for me. Peace out. It's your boy, Old School Rider. Deuces.